Hey guys, it's Steely, and I'm here today to save you from Leagues Burnout. Leagues has been out for a little over a week now, and if you're anything like me, well, then you're probably starting to feel pretty bored. And that is a sign that you're headed for Leagues Burnout. But not to worry, I'm here today with what should hopefully be some tips and tricks for avoiding the League Burnout and make your overall experience with Leagues largely more rewarding. Here are 5 tricks to help make your Leagues grind much more enjoyable. Number 1, avoid being a task master and grinding to a quote-unquote endgame. What do I mean by this? While doing tasks is important to unlock the next tiers of relics, it is also a largely boring-ass grind that is painful and monotonous unless you really like completing lists for some reason, and you will likely want to smash your face into a wall long before you complete all the tasks for your areas. So, while it's a necessary evil, you can check off a lot of boxes by simply just playing the game and enjoying yourself. On the endgame side of things, try to pick a goal for the game that will allow you to enjoy all that Leagues has to offer. Many players have decided that obtaining a certain item or skill level or completing a certain task is essentially their quote-unquote endgame, and while that makes sense, it also puts a cap on Leagues wherein everything you do thereafter no longer feels rewarding. So my advice would be to simply ignore the tasks, skills, and items, and instead just focus on enjoying the game. Yes, you should be doing some things that are obviously on your required task list so that you can get some relics, but don't just sit here and scroll through the list and grind non-stop, because eventually you will, like I say, want to smash your face into a wall. So just enjoy the game, have some fun with it, and try and experience the whole thing. Number 2, pick the content that you love. Regardless of what you do in Leagues, you will 100% feel like you're missing out or you messed up your build. Who cares? If you like the wilderness content, fucking do the wilderness content. If you like farming, go for the overgrown relic. It really does not matter. It's your build, do what you want with it. By choosing to do the content and play with relics you enjoy, you will automatically have a more rewarding Leagues experience because you'll be having fun. That's the whole point of playing a game, right? To have fun. There is no area that gives massive amounts more points and is easier. From a points perspective, literally almost every area sits at roughly the same number of points, with it being around a 1k spread, which I can throw on the little spreadsheet right now so you can see it, so it's kind of irrelevant. When you look at the chart, the vast majority of points come from general, meaning content that you can do in any area. So fuck it, pick the areas you want with content that you like and have fun. Number 3, try new things. Shocking, right? The point of Leagues is to try shit out that you otherwise probably wouldn't in the main game. Never done volcanic mine? Grab your pickaxe, go for a dig. Learn about different harvesting techniques, where to find rare items and drops, and how to beat bosses and raids that felt difficult to you in the main game. It's a fantastic opportunity to learn mechanics while taking some of the pressure off because of the powerful combat masteries that you have access to. Pick areas with content that you've always wanted to master, and then go and throw yourself at it. This is an opportunity to get better at the game, so take advantage of it. Number 4, drops aren't guaranteed. While there are drop multipliers, there is literally no reason that you will magically just get drops in Leagues. I've seen a ton of players going dry and tripping mad balls about it. The random number generator does not give a fuck about you, and unfortunately that's just part of the deal. I went over 50 kills dry on Grotesque Guardian Echo Boss for the Gloves of the Dam, despite its 1 in 30 drop rate, and it sucked and I hated it, but then I realized it just is what it is. If you have the expectation of drops simply because it's Leagues and there's a drop multiplier, you're guaranteed to feel frustrated when those drops are not spooned out for you, and that is largely going to ruin your good time. Keep in mind that even though it's a temporary game mode, you're still gonna have to grind some shit. So before you go huffing and puffing about your shitty RNG, remember, there's literally no guarantee and you might just have to suck it up. Number 5, and probably the most important on my list of things, you have lots of time. Don't overdo it. With it being a temporary game mode, there's this sense of massive urgency. Like, oh my gosh, we gotta get everything done and we're not gonna have enough time to experience everything that we wanna experience. There are 8 weeks. That's a shit ton of time. There are already players who are maxed, have max combat levels, max skills, max houses, and more, and it's only been the first week. I mean, shit, my character right now is sitting at like 2,000 total level and has 99s in a bunch of different categories. There's still 7 weeks left. If you're feeling a bit bored, do what I'm doing. Switch between leagues and the main game. Play around with it. Take your time. Take breaks. Walk away. Do something else. And on that note, if you haven't started leagues and you're thinking about wanting to do it, now is a great time to start. Lots of people think that they won't have time, but with XP multipliers and relics, you're able to camp massive XP drops, which means most of the early mid-game stuff goes by relatively quickly, and you can get to the end-game grinds that you really want to get to. So instead of smashing your brain into your computer trying to get everything done in a week, take your time. Take breaks, have fun. That's the whole point. So I hope if you've listened to this whole thing and listened to me rant for the last however many minutes that I've been filming this, hopefully this gives you some perspective on leagues, gives you an opportunity to have a little bit more fun doing this grind, enjoying yourself, and maybe getting to experience the game in a way that you otherwise wouldn't. So I hope this helps you have a little bit more fun on your leagues grind, and yeah, just keep at it, enjoy yourselves, and thank you so much for watching. If you found this fun or you liked it, just remember to hit that little like button, subscribe to my channel, and I would appreciate you a lot. Good luck, gamers.